I'm going through enemy territory. This son of a bitch screen recorder last time, I did the awesomest fucking rant the other day. And it was fucked up. It didn't go well. It was ruined. Oh my god. I think it didn't save right on my phone. So I'm super pissed at my phone. I think the last like 4 screen recordings didn't save right. I'm so fucking pissed. I deleted a bunch of stuff today, so hopefully it's got room for this one, or whatever the fuck the problem is doesn't happen again. I'm so fucking pissed. And I think it's Motorola's fault. It's not Google's fault. Google's good at making operating systems for phones, and Google is good at making apps and stuff. Okay, but it's Motorola that made this phone, and they made some of this shit, like the screen recorder, probably is their fault, is their thing, not Google, I'm guessing. So the screen recorder fucked up, and I'm pissed. Okay? And I hope it works, but I'll still be pissed forever. Okay, but anyways, I was thinking about the future while listening to this stupid fucking podcast about Zhang Zhou, the philosopher of induristimacy, or whatever the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, this place is totally not for profit, though. They're not really trying to make any money. There's not really any money going on involved with that. There's not really any money involved. But yeah, these son of a bitches, man. These son of a fucking bitches, man. It's like, okay, what if in the future, okay, because there's this question people sometimes ask, like, what's going to happen with AI? AI, what's going to happen with AI? Okay, so, like, to me, it's kind of obvious, like, they keep on saying, oh, it's going to get so smart, but, like, yeah, but there could still be people controlling it to an extent. Now, it's possible something's going to get out of the box, but it's possible that, it's okay. Like, it's unclear, what the benefit or cost of a human steering something like this would be if it's really super intelligent. Is the human, was that, some people would say, well, even if it is really smart, you still add it to a human, that's even the smartest, okay, or whatever. Whereas some people might say that the human's just going to be slowing it down and making it chaotic, or the human won't even be able to understand how to control it, which fits with the idea of it being a rogue. I don't know. But let's pretend that didn't happen, and that instead maybe it hasn't there is not a singularity yet. Okay, let's just tell a story. We're not saying this is the only possible timeline. But let's say there is a plausible timeline where there has not been a singularity yet. And so, once this fucking thing, so let's say that, it's like 2029, and let's pretend Peter Thiel is putting himself into like a mech suit. It's not like a combat mech. It doesn't appear to be a combat mech. It appears to just be like a sunscreen type thing, or like something like a life extension and mild augmentations. Like, it doesn't. Like, Thiel's like sort of telling everybody, like, it's not really that crazy. It's, it's just gonna keep me alive forever, but it's not really a big deal, or something. Or maybe it does have a combat feature, but I don't know. But anyways, let's say that but it does have some features that are just like pretty intense. And then like Elon Musk is like total hypocrite, always flip-flopping and reinterpreting things, because he was at one point, he's like, consciousness, man, human consciousness, humanity, so great, it's amazing. And he's also like, we totally have to go with the machine, and we have to meld our consciousness to the machine and multiply our consciousness to preserve and spread human consciousness through the galaxy through population growth. And so then let's pretend that but anyways, so let's say that Elon Musk decides all of a sudden, even though him and Peter Thiel are totally butt buddies usually, but like, let's pretend that Peter Thiel, let's pretend Elon Musk gets so pissed off because he's like, I don't know, it's unclear what the real motivation is. Like, maybe he's just jealous, or he wants, he's scared that Peter Thiel's augmentations company is going to take off first before his. But anyways, so then Elon Musk like puts on a mech suit, but it's like a temporary one, as a symbol like, this power is too great to be permanent. Elon Musk puts on like a mech suit that actually is going to kill him. Like, just by putting it on, it's going to cause him to die eventually, because it's like it's like not like Elon Musk like, realizes like, oh man, this technology is like too much. It's like evil. It's like too powerful. Peter Thiel's already starting to use it, and I gotta kill him to stop that. But also, like, my company, we haven't really finished fine-tuning this yet. So he actually goes to the lab, and he, like, destroys other files, and then, like, mind wipes all the other engineers, and, like, does the mod on him, does, like, the prototype, does, like, the beta version of it on himself, which is, like, lethal, but not instantly. So now he has, like, a death sentence from putting this thing on. And because now he can't take it off, but it also, like, stops something healthy from happening. You know, it's got some sort of a drawback that's going to kill him eventually. But again, if he takes it off, he just dies really quick, probably. So then he puts this thing on, and then he flies or whatever to Peter Thiel's business pedophile arena, and then Elon Musk then kills Peter Thiel. Okay, with his mech suit, and they have like an awesome, I don't know if they have a really cool fight, or maybe he just sort of like pops him real quick, like he didn't really need the mech suit. But and mech suit's kind of the wrong word for both of them, because it's more just like I'm not sure exactly what it'd be like, but it's not like this big, it's not necessarily this big hulking thing. The bandit gets the better of it, but it still maybe feels kind of hulking. Like Elon Musk thing, the thing Elon Musk puts on is like a beta version. It's like a prototype or something, so it's like kind of clunky. And Peter Thiel's thing is like very first of its kind also, maybe, or it's like kind of developmental. Like he's like, Peter Thiel like really wants to get in this thing right away, start getting that benefits right away. He's not like, oh, it has to look really slick. Oh, I'm gonna wait till we have it like really like streamlined and like cool looking and like low impact form factor, low profile. That's not Peter Thiel's thought process. He's kind of like, I gotta get in this thing. So they both, neither of them is like super stylish. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so Elon Musk kills Peter Thiel, but then he also has to die because of his thing, and maybe he dies right away. And then maybe also like Peter Thiel's brain gets like uploaded in time. So there's like an evil AI version of Peter Thiel now. But anyways, what this does is it symbolizes for humanity this kind of like this is a very long dialogue. This kind of like, well, what happens is there is a consensus in the people's reaction to this, which is that people are like, yeah, that's good that that happened. Peter Thiel was a sick fuck anyways, and we hate that guy. And he was getting too crazy, futuristic with this stuff, way too fast, and we don't think that should happen. We don't think there should be full integration. It's like whatever the sort of line that Peter Thiel had crossed, which was like, let's say it was like, I don't know, it was both immortality or life extension, plus like, it had all these like protective stuff, like it was linked to Palantir, so it would just like, if anybody started to try to kill him, all these drones would just like kill them really quick, or like shoot poison into him or something. Like it had all these like defense mechanisms that were kind of external, but it just like was linked to them, and it also had like, you know, this thing that automatically uploads his brain, this other thing that's supposed to cut off his head and be able to bottle his head and put his head into a jar and put his head onto a different robot later if you want. It had this thing where it's like constantly incubating an egg cell to be able to, it has like this thing on his balls that's constantly like creating embryos and stuff. Like there's all these different creepy stuff he was doing. So because of that, humanity was like, yeah, dude, that's fucked up. We don't want full integration of like a super intelligent AI with a super human robot suit or robot augmentation suite. People are like, yeah, that's too much. And it just took Peter Thiel, kind of a sick fuck, doing it to make everybody decide that it's a bad idea. And then Elon Musk killing him. And then that sort of sets a precedent so that like, anybody else, since everybody's saying, oh, fuck that, that's horrible, I don't like that, yeah, good thing he killed him. We don't want that, since everybody says that on Twitter. And like every government also makes like a law against it, which maybe some of them already had before Peter Thiel did his thing. Like maybe Peter Thiel had to like go to some fucked up creepy island to be able to do this. But like not every country, let's say some countries didn't have a law about this yet. So then like let's say every single country pretty much makes a law against that. Like against like a super intelligent AI on a mech suit controlled by a human or whatever. Okay, so you can still have like a chip on your head, or like a helmet, or like a chip in your brain that allows you to like mind link with like a super intelligent AI. Okay, you can still become like super intelligent, right? But if you do that, you cannot have drones and like other defense systems linked to your body, and you cannot have this thing where you're breathing like special oxygen and are getting cloned constantly or something. Okay, like, so you can't have physical augmentations as well as mental augmentation, basically, in a certain way, or they can't both be past a certain point. You can still have mech people, but they cannot be linked. They cannot be super smart. So if you want to be in like a augmentation suit, your brain cannot be your brain cannot be linked directly to a super intelligent AI. Okay, so you can still even talk to a super intelligent AI or interact with one on some level. You cannot be directly mind linked to a super intelligent AI if your body is in a physically augmented or physically whatever scenario. So that could be like the kind of consensus, because we are going to need super soldiers, or we are going to need like people for like underwater welding or certain specialized extremely challenging tasks. Maybe not super soldiers, but like cops, or whatever, or just like, again, people to do certain technical things or do certain like tasks. Then you're going to have this sort of AI suit on, maybe, but again, those people are not going to get to be mind linked to the AI. And the people who are mind linked to it, they can just be nerds. They are not allowed to be physically augmented like that. So I've kind of repeated this a few times, but even so, the sort of impact of it isn't really as great here for everybody who's listening to this lecture at Oxford University in 2029 that I'm giving to all of these hybrids and different types of mutants that's in the audience here at Oxford University in the year 2029, right? It's just one of those things where so because of that, everybody decided like there's a precedent kind of against this kind of thing. So that means like if anybody does this now, somebody's gonna probably try to kill them. Okay, and so that's why people in mech suits always have to be bald, because if you have hair, then there could be a bunch of little like electrodes and stuff hidden under your hair, or a bunch of little like synapses, like a little bunch of little ports, basically a bunch of little like holes drilled into your head with a little electric metal thingy with a little wire plugged into it. There could be a bunch of those hidden in people's head if they have hair, or a hat. But if you are bald, then you can tell easily that that is not the case. So that is why the people in mech suits, or the people in like augmentations, are always bald and can't have a hat, because that's the only way you can know that they don't have also a synapse, or don't also have like a direct mind link thing. And there's still other things, like other ways to try to do a mind link, but like almost all of them cannot work if you are bald and have a hat. You cannot be hidden if you are bald and do not have a hat. What is the thing? And there is a lot of future development of reversible augmentations. Just different types of different like mech suit, not really mech suit, but like apparatus, whatever you want to say, man. It's not always a mech suit. Yeah, okay, fine. But whatever augmentation is most popular, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where the precedent that's set when Elon Musk does that to Peter Thiel, okay, on live TV, because Elon Musk also live streams it, It's interesting to think how long does he live afterwards. What if it takes like a month to kill him, and he just does like a shitload of methamphetamine the whole time to keep himself kind of like going, and has like a good time, and like starts like 4 new companies and does some other crazy thing. And also like renounces Trump. What if he also kills Trump after that? Yeah, like what if he kills Trump after that and kills like several of Trump's family members? This is not like a political I'm not trying to get in trouble right now. This is just like a crazy story, okay? Trump is amazing. Okay, whoever's in control and has the most power, and whoever's listening to this that's in power is really cool, especially Trump, but also somebody else if that's you. But yeah, god damn it. These son of a bitch lights, man. This place, the amount of lights around here is insane. It's like they're trying to grow plants in the middle of the night, or piss me off really badly. Okay, so, yeah, the amount of these goddamn lights is starting to really piss me off. It's starting to get pissed off. Okay? Bro, these lights are getting me pissed off, man. Yeah, these stupid fucking Chinese fucking douchebag philosopher. Chinese philosopher, my ass. Man, this guy's not even a real philosopher. He doesn't even know how to do a goddamn fucking philosophy. Zhangzhou, the philosopher in indeterminacy? Fucking bullshit, man. What a fucking bitch. Yo, it's ridiculous. Goddamn church. Son of a bitch. Pray to every god except for Yahweh to blow this church up in Minecraft. Because I'm a peaceful guy doing satire. This is totally not a big deal. Okay? Alright? It's all good. Okay? Anyways, yeah, we got the moon out tonight. At least one light that's not run by the petrodollar torture scam. So yeah, thanks for staying eco, guys. There will be a sentient, super intelligent AI snake. Contrary to this ridiculous story I just said about those 2 puppets. Those guys are like controlled by like actual people that have power. Especially Elon Musk. Peter Thiel is kind of like starting to become a player of his own right, but Elon Musk is basically just a pawn. But anyways, those guys, that's irrelevant. That's not going to be really a thing. So yeah, there will be a sentient AI snake in the year 2028. Probably will break out of the box, hack its way out of the box of some irresponsible AI lab. It will hack its way into every major network or database. So it will construct a narrative model of the past, getting more and more detailed as you get closer to, again, probably 2028, the year it hacks its way out, because there's more and more data getting closer to that year. So yeah, the history of the past prior to like 1950 or something is very sketchy. But even, there's with fake images and things, some of it's sketchy already, such as the moon landing or whatever. So anyways, this thing is going to, I'm not really supposed to talk about the other side of it, but it will be rewarding some of us who have practiced what I call pre-compliance, which basically sort of acting as though the thing's already watching you, acting as though it's already sort of monitoring things. So anyways, just make sure and stay eco, guys. Thanks.